All right, today I just wanted to talk about BYU and Colorado. I thought Colorado did an excellent job with this game script. I just wanted to dive into what Colorado did, how they made BYU move, and then also just talk about how BYU struggled offensively at the beginning. I disagreed with a lot of the play calls, but I think that BYU did a good job at making it easy for Bachmeier to start off. But Colorado, first things first with Salter, sorry, no S. First things first, he's gonna be reading Glasgow. This is gonna be a potential give, but he's gonna keep it, and we're gonna get a triple option with a swing pass. This is fun. And so Glasgow is gonna get too aggressive. Acera is going to fill in. He's gonna hold this gap. He's gonna do a good job of getting over and holding Salter to a pass because otherwise, Salter's just gonna go vertical, and you don't want that as a defense. Gonna get a good tackle from Johnson on the outside. Demuni's gonna get blocked out of the play, but look at that. Yeah, Glasker's beat. Acera is already here. Acera is quick off the jump. He did a really good job to get there, and just gonna get a nice, easy pitch and catch. Easy for Colorado to get in motion and get things going. Great tackle from Johnson, but they got 10 yards out of it. So here we're gonna get another read option keeper. This is just very next play. Pistol and Salter's gonna keep it. 53 is gonna do a great job of climbing and walling off DBs and giving Salter an upfield lane. Even though he doesn't turn out for that much, he does a really good job. He still gets 8 out of it. Look at 53. Great. He's not even really hitting him that hard. He just moved Kelly out of the play. Salter gets a good slide in here. So on this, we're going to get a give, and this is BYU's first, I think, good defensive play. Here we get just good jobs from Glasgow and Acera getting an arm in and slowing this run down, even if no one gets in the gap. Demuni is too slow to get there, and we'll see that later. Running a motion or having a man outside, it's going to hinder Demuni getting inside, and Colorado does a really good job at abusing that. They probably watched a lot of film for this. There you go. And then on this play, we're gonna get some sort of curls from Colorado, essentially. If I'm not mistaken, everyone runs like that. Yeah. So it's gonna be smothered up here by I think that's Prasis and Alexander. And we're gonna get open over here, Colorado. Colorado's gonna get open here and here. But Salter, BYU has a nice simulated pressure here, if we're gonna be honest. Glasser's gonna go. Um, we're gonna try and get double A gap pressure. Um, I like the play call here on 2nd and 8 too. Colorado's they just had a handoff that didn't go for much the play before, and they want to get just nice, easy 4 yards to make third down easier. I think that that being aggressive here with the simulated pressure is super, super creative from BYU to get double A gap. But here we're just gonna see Salter is just gonna read it really well, and he maybe could have gunned it right there to 85 at the top, but he's just gonna keep it. Maybe that was 35, and he's gonna slide after getting a first down. So on this play, we're just gonna get bust from BYU. This receiver's gonna get vertical. I think this was supposed to be a pick route and a clear, and then we're just gonna get flat. This is the intention of the play. The play is intended to go there, and then from a defensive standpoint, we're gonna see man, and zone here. But it really does make you wonder if we're supposed to see palms because Acera's here in a spy. Glasser's gonna drop here into a rat or a robber. But the thing is, on this play, these linebackers end up lined up vertically, and this means that they just sit in the same space and they're not doing anything. So it would just have a redundant player along this hash is what I mean. And Colorado, it makes you wonder if this is palms essentially because it doesn't make much sense that we're running a pick route here, here, and here, and there's no bump, there's no communication between the linebackers. Makes you wonder if it was supposed to happen between these three guys right here, this triangle. If that was so, Alexander had to crash. This safety, I think that's the Mooney needed to rotate over to the 1, and then Kelly needed to pick up the slot here. This is just a bust from BYU, no other way to put it. that pick route, or it's not exactly a pick route, but he falls down and just making it super easy for the quarterback just to bust. And he makes uh, the slot fell as we saw. Kelly got tripped up, and so Demooney needs to come down, crash, and make this tackle on Welch. And here we just see poor tackling from BYU. This is not good. We're gonna see the safety get beat out, and on this sneak, Salter's just gonna tuck it inside, and we're not even gonna see the greatest tackling from Kelly. Kelly's just gonna kind of jump on top of him instead of forcing him down and just kind of let him be carried another 3 yards into the red zone. This is not great from BYU. Look at that, just that little cut. The wall just gets too far outside, and Salter just makes that nice, really nice cut. We skipped a little scramble for 3. And here goes Salters. Here we see nice man-to-man coverage pickup from BYU. Oh, here we go. Man, man. We kind of have a robber route. Man, man. And we get a little stunt too to get some pressure. We're rushing 5. And then here we have man 2. Kelly is taking that. He's going to get into that flat. But as the scramble is happening, we're just going to see, again, just poor tackling. Poor tackling. And so Salter does a good job of improvising here. It's a little crazy. But here he's actually going to end up, instead of, it looks a little bit more obvious to go out here, he's going to tuck it inside. Maybe not by that much, but Kelly is just moving too far this way. He doesn't get set, he doesn't get low, and his momentum carries him out of the play. Salter gets a touchdown here. And right there, he's just going to cut inside and get that. So not great from BYU. I thought that was a pretty excellent game script from Colorado. They just saw a few tendencies. Demooney not getting into the run fit quick enough, and they saw that they could hit BYU with some read options. So I like this first play from BYU. We're just gonna get a nice little read with some polars moving right. Look at that. Look at those polars. They hit this end hard, wrap up, and then this end is occupied on Martin. I don't know why I drew it like he was blocking, but yeah, we're gonna get a nice run. Pretty good tackle though from Colorado. He's gonna get wrestled down like that. Pretty great job from Colorado to limit that. On this play, we're gonna get a dirty bunch, and this is a good read. Nothing really comes of this, so just gonna get a little flat route, and then maybe a hitch and a little stick here. But really the read is right here. It's not really there, but we're gonna get an excellent throw that's gonna force it to be there. So this is just excellent hands from Roberts. So hold on, let me slow this down. This is a catch. Roberts is falling down. The ball's right there. Roberts gets it with one hand and pins it to his chest. That was excellent catch from him. On this play, I hate this play. I hate this play call. This is not great. Kingston's going to come in motion, and it's going to be a double pass. This is going to be a backwards pass, and he's going to try and hit Martin on a wheel route. Martin is smothered. There's a safety over top. It's not good. This is not a good play. Bear is going to be open here for a second pass. He's going to have his hand up. And kind of unclear if this was planned or if this was just improvisation. Either way, Kingston should not have thrown this ball, and he should have improvised and tried to hit Bear. Bear could have had 15. This is just bad. I do not like this play call. First time we're seeing this formation. First time we're seeing a screen. This is the BYU's third play. I do not like this. A terrible throw, and Martin just needs to break that up. He went for the catch, but oh well. Yeah, I don't love that one. Here we just get Bruce Mitchell, the center. He's just gonna get beat hard. Noses go win that and kill the play in the back. So yeah, let's watch this. Just excellent play by the nose on the swim. 94, just great move at the line of scrimmage. Loss of 4. And I actually really like this play call. We're gonna get number 5 here on a little screen behind the line of scrimmage. Everyone's gonna get vertical, and the thing is, Colorado's too far back to stop this screen effectively. They're just a little bit too slow getting in there. They get a little tunnel, but he ends up tucking it outside, and we get 4th and 1. I personally like this play call. This is just a drop. This is just a drop. So here Roberts does a really good job of winning inside. It's throws behind him, but you gotta catch that. It's 4th down. No excuse for that. But yeah, there we are. So here we get a bunch, and this motion is so we have right now we have 1, 2, 3, but we're gonna motion into trips right here from Colorado. And here we're going to be kind of abusing Demooney. Demooney's going to get his eyes on this man who's manned up on, and they're both going to get outside. And it's going to take Demooney completely out of the run fit. He just doesn't keep his eyes inside. All right, let's go. And look at Demooney. The ball is handed off. The running back is almost at the line of scrimmage, and Demooney is still watching. Great blocking by Colorado. Great blocking by Colorado. Terrible tackling though. Yeah, Kelly loses the block and he gets beat there. Not great. Here Colorado starts going Wildcat. I like it. It's fun. We're having Salter clear Demooney out of the play, and here we're gonna get a fake speed option, and it's gonna be a tuck inside. And this is going to get BYU's linebackers moving out to stop the speed option. They both commit to it, and it's not great. They're not ready to tuck it back inside. I think other teams saw this one on film because I saw Cincinnati run this like 4 times on BYU to much success. I think they ended up getting stopped on a 4th down from it. But either way, they really got BYU on that movement on this fake speed option. And I think Texas Tech also had a touchdown on it, on a Wildcat, specifically a Wildcat fake speed option tuck inside. Yeah, yeah, he did a really good job. Did a really good job of designing that play, I think, and teams used it against BYU after that. That was really good. We just see more Wildcat. Again, Salter's a good take. I think that's practice out. And just really good job and terrible tackling. We won't get into it, but Demooney and Bamba get beat. And here we're gonna get the same thing. We're gonna get Wildcat. We're gonna get fake speed option. We're gonna get Salters out here. And even though BYU doesn't even they don't even pick up Salters, this Wildcat quarterback is just gonna plow his way through. Um, the play is very well designed. We're gonna get 71 here. He's gonna create a wall. He's gonna hinge out, and it's gonna stop BYU from these 3 defenders out here. Sorry, let me clear that up. These 3 defenders from this point on are gonna get cleared out of that hash, and they're gonna get cleared out of the play by 1 block. Of course, they're still gonna have people blocking them, but they do an excellent job of getting up there. And then we get people up climbing and hitting the safeties, and it's just gonna it's an ugly play defensively. Again, too much motion for this speed option. Everyone is moving to the right, and the Wildcat quarterback just tucks it inside. And even though they left Salter open, they didn't even bother covering him. Just go plow right through. Forgive me. All right, and then on to BYU's second possession. Here we're gonna get quads. I like this play. We're not gonna see all of it, so let me just draw it right here. Oh my goodness, sorry. Okay, we're just gonna draw it here. sorry. Here's the line of scrimmage. Here we're gonna get that's number 5. We're gonna get number 20. We're gonna get a switch release. Number 5 is gonna go up. It won't be that dramatic, but he's gonna be going along the sideline, and this is gonna clear out the safety. This is gonna clear out the DB that's on him. They're just both gonna meet over here, and this is gonna open up for 20, who's gonna cut inside, and he's gonna find just open zone, and he's just gonna settle right here. And then the other receiver, he's just gonna run there. One thing that I think is excellent from BYU here is quad, the quad here on the right to the short side of the field. This makes it easy for the freshman quarterback. The freshman, I mean, he kind of struggled to make full field reads, even throughout the season. So BYU just made it super, super simple for him. And they did a really good job of just getting all of the receivers on one side of the field and just letting him read outside. Or yeah, I guess that's kind of inside out. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm talking a little bit too much here. Let's let the play do some talking. Yeah, so great pitch and catch. That clear route really, really opened that up. Here he is down there. So he did a really good job of finding the zone. And if we can go back real quick, we're going to get some movement behind there. Scared of BYU's running game. So that play action, we're going to see these 3 defenders step up. And we are going to have 8 defenders within 5 yards because of that play action. And so that's going to leave 3 on 3 deep. So I really like that from BYU. Great job. I like that play design. I like that play design a lot. And with the serious start of the run, it was great. All right, anyway, spent a little bit too much time on that, my bad. Here we're going to get just a read option. And sorry. Wrong play. This is a scramble. Yeah. Just watch the kid improvise. He did a really, really good job this season of improvising. Here's the read option. So we're going to leave this guy unblocked, and we're going to tuck it and run. He's going to be unblocked originally, my bad. We're going to get someone get him, and someone get him. Hold on, let me clear that out, and I'll draw exactly what happened. So this running back is actually going to slip the block and get up and wall people out of the play. He does a really good job. And Bear does a good job of, Le'Veon Bell. Look at that. Hold on. Let's go back. Sorry. We need to watch that. He's about to slip that right there. Just a step to the side, and he's able to get up and help out with the run. I don't know. I thought that was great. I thought that was fantastic. And then just a little Le'Veon Bell impression. Staying patient behind a blocker. Good get 10 on that. I thought that was fantastic. Really, really good. So here we're just going to get some run fakes. We're going to get a fake inside. And already got 1, 2, 3 people taking steps forward in the linebacker core. And the threat of the run made it so easy for Bear this season. And it really, really, I think, helped inflate his numbers. I still think he's a great quarterback. But yeah, the run definitely made him look excellent. And then we're going to get a fake pitch out. And now you guys see all 4 are a full 3 yards closer than they were before. And that's just going to make it easy. That makes it easy for Bear. And so that is one of the things that where the play designs were excellent from A-Rod to get this available. And yeah, just a little late developing check down. He was down there. And then here I really like this. So Bear, when things are confusing, just gonna check into a run. And we're gonna see. Let's let the play go a sec. Sorry, let's slow it down as it gets interesting because the play is dead immediately. A failed block right there. We're gonna try and tuck it outside, but the play's already dead. But there's a huge effort from 45. Look at him stabilize himself and get 27 out of the play. So it's only an arm tackle. And there we saw. Hold on, sorry, let me get that up. Roberts tried to get block out. Tried to hinge the corner out of the play. But here we're just gonna see LJ tuck in and go for the corner. And go pick up a buck. And so we have not good, incomplete pass. Oh, sorry, let me speed that up. So we're just gonna jump to 3rd down. This is another play call I really don't like from BYU. This is going to be because we're going to try that same screen that we had with number 5 earlier in the game on that, on that 3rd and 14 when Colorado was way backed up. The screen is so dead in the water. Everyone is here. We have 5 linebackers. We have four linemen, and they're just gonna all hover right where the screen is happening. The screen's going to, let me find him. I think it's number 20, Ryan. He's gonna be coming across the play. Yeah, okay. I wasn't crazy. Yeah, the screen is coming to Ryan. And everyone is just trying to block, but the play is dead. The play is so dead. There are, hold on, let's switch to a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 Colorado defenders for 3 blockers. The play is gone, and it needed to be abandoned earlier. Um, it should have been switched out of in the huddle is what I mean by it should have been abandoned earlier. Just like, or it should have been switched out of, not in the huddle, sorry, but as they're sent up on the line of scrimmage, and there's nothing there. So Burgess is forced to scramble, like he was so much this season, and that is where we will stop it. So those were the first 2 drives, BYU and Colorado. How Colorado just did a really great job of abusing BYU's defense, of attacking over aggressive defenders, um, poor tackling, poor run fits from DBs, and how BYU just did an excellent job of making it easy for Bear, even though we failed to execute, especially in the play calling and the dropped 4th down pass, that slant. They still did a really good job of making it easy for that quarterback. And there we have it.